6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. Pakistan and China have reaffirmed the commitment for high-quality development of the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. The Prime Minister and his Chinese counterpart at a meeting in Beijing today agreed to expedite the work on all projects in Gwadar to transform it into a regional economic hub. Pakistan has reiterated its call for India to be held accountable for its unabated human rights abuses in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. The Central Ruwayat-e-Hilal Committee will meet in Karachi this evening to decide about the sighting of Zil-Hajj moon. Pakistan's second communication satellite, PakSat MM1, has reached the Earth orbit and its solar panels have started functioning. In the ICC T20 World Cup 2024, Canada will play against Ireland at New York today. And now the news in detail. Pakistan and China have reaffirmed the unwavering support to each other on core issues and expressed continued commitment for high-quality development of the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor. This came at delegation-level talks between the two sides at the Great Hall of the People in Beijing today. The Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif led the Pakistan delegation, while the Chinese side was led by Premier Li Qiang. The two sides emphasized on timely completion of all ongoing projects with special focus on industrial development, agriculture modernization, science and technology, and development of special economic zones for mutually beneficial and socio-economic development of Pakistan. They discussed the significance of Gwadar as an important pillar of CPAC and agreed to expedite the timely completion of all related infrastructure projects to transform Gwadar into a regional economic hub. They also expressed their firm commitment to protect CPAC from its detractors and adversaries and upgrade CPAC in the form of enhanced cooperation. The Prime Minister reaffirmed Pakistan's unflinching resolve to ensure safety and security of Chinese personnel and projects in Pakistan. They agreed to maintain the high-level exchanges, including strengthening institutional linkages at all tiers and in all spheres of bilateral cooperation. Pakistan and China will also continue to consult closely on issues of regional and global significance in multilateral fora, especially during the two-year tenure of Pakistan as a non-member of the United Nations Security Council. The two sides noted that Pakistan-China all-weather strategic cooperative partnership was characterized by mutual trust, shared principles, and strategic convergence. Premier Li Qiang congratulated Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif on Pakistan's election as non-permanent member of the UN Security Council. The delegation-level talks were followed by an MOU signing ceremony witnessed by Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif and Premier Li Qiang, where both the sides signed 23 memoranda of understanding and agreements deepening cooperation in transport, infrastructure, industry, energy, agriculture, media, health, water, socio-economic development, and other areas of mutual interest. Later, during a meeting with the chairman of the Standing Committee of National People's Congress of China, Zhao Leixi, in Beijing, Prime Minister noted the importance of convening the next round of joint consultative mechanism political parties under the CPAC. He proposed several initiatives to strengthen parliamentary exchanges, including enhancing interactions between China-Pakistan friendship groups and exchanging delegations of young parliamentarians. Pakistan has reiterated its call for India to be held accountable for its unabated human rights abuses in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. The Foreign Office spokesperson Mumtaz Zahra Baloch at the weekly press briefing in Islamabad said over the last 3 decades, The number of custodial deaths in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir has exceeded 7,000, and the perpetrators of these crimes should be held accountable. Mumtaz Zahra Baloch reaffirmed Pakistan's continuous political, diplomatic, and moral support to the Kashmiri people for the just and peaceful settlement of the Jammu and Kashmir dispute in accordance with the United Nations Security Council resolutions. She said Pakistan would play its role in the peaceful resolution of disputes, combating terrorism in all forms, supporting United Nations peacekeeping efforts, and resolution of regional and international crises. The spokesperson strongly condemned the horrific bombing of Israeli forces on the United Nations run school sheltering Palestinian refugees that led to multiple deaths of mostly women and children. The President Asif Ali Zardari has conferred Nishan-e-Pakistan Award upon Prince Rahim Agha Khan in recognition of his meritorious services for the development of Pakistan and welfare of its people. The investiture ceremony was held at the Awan-e-Sadr in Islamabad today. This is Radio Pakistan. The Senate was informed today that the government is undertaking efforts to construct Sakkar-Hyderabad motorway. Responding to a calling attention notice in the House today, the Minister for Housing and Works, Riaz Hussain Pirzada, expressed the confidence that progress on the project is expected to be visible in the next 6 months. He said, "We want to complete the project at the earliest in partnership mode." The House has now been adjourned to meet again on Monday at 5 p.m. The House resumed discussion on the address of President Asif Ali Zardari to the joint sitting of the Senate and the National Assembly. Taking the floor, Mohammad Javed Hanif Khan said Pakistan is on the crossroads facing multifaceted challenges like economy and political stability. He said drastic changes are needed to steer the country out of crisis and bring political stability. Responding to a calling attention notice, the Minister of State for Power Division, Ali Parvez Malik, said load shedding of 6 to 10 hours is being carried out only on high-loss feeders of K Electric in Karachi. Responding to another calling attention notice, Ali Parvez Malik said a safety commission of the European Union delisted Pakistan from its air safety concern list last month. Similarly, Pakistan has submitted its action plan to another safety list, which is under verification process. The House will now meet again on Monday at 5 in the evening. The Central Ruwat-e-Hilal Committee will meet in Karachi this evening to decide about the sighting of Zil-Hajj moon. The chairman Central Ruwat-e-Hilal Committee, Maulana Abdul Khabir Azad, will preside over the meeting. Pakistan's second communication satellite PakSat MM1, launched by Pakistan Space and Upper Atmosphere Commission, has reached its Earth orbit. The 5-ton PakSat MM1 is equipped with latest communication equipment, which would help provide the fastest internet facility in the country. The Pakistan Navy ship Aslath has conducted exercises with the naval ships of Japan and Spain in the Indian Ocean. According to ISPR, these exercises are aimed at strengthening mutual cooperation and relations among the naval forces of the region. The World Food Safety Day was observed today. This year's theme is Food Safety, which underlines the importance of being prepared for food safety incidents, no matter how mild or severe they can be. In the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir, protest demonstrations were held at various places against the blasphemous content posted on social media by a Hindutva activist in Srinagar. According to Kashmir Media Service, the Hindu student from India's Rajasthan state studying at the Government Medical College in Srinagar had posted sacrilegious content against the Prophet, peace be upon him, on social media. The protesters, raising slogans in favor of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, demanded a strict action against the offender. The Israeli forces, in their unabated and indiscriminate strikes, martyred 18 Palestinians in the besieged Gaza enclave today. During an assault on the occupied West Bank town of Nablus, the Israeli settlers chopped off olive and citrus trees. And now news about sports. We begin with volleyball. Pakistan have qualified for the semi-finals of the AVC Challenge Volleyball Cup after beating Vietnam in the quarterfinals in Bahrain. In the quarterfinals, Pakistan volleyball team beat Vietnam with a score of 3 to 2 sets. Cricket. In the ICC T20 World Cup 2024, Canada will play against Ireland in New York today. The match will start at 7:30 this evening. And finally, the weather report. Rain, wind, and thunderstorm is expected at isolated places of Islamabad, eastern and south Punjab, northeast and southwestern Baluchistan, eastern Sindh, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Gilgit-Baltistan, and Kashmir during the next 12 hours. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.